we're looking at tautologies and logical contradictions. A tautology is true when all values are true. A contradiction is when all the values in the truth column are false. So we're talking about whole columns here. So a tautology is true, contradiction false. Let's construct a truth table with an example. Show that not P and Q or not P is a logical contradiction. So we know it's a logical contradiction, so we're looking to end up with a false in that last column. So what I've done is I've put P and Q. Now we're going to fill out the rest of the table, so we'll do this quickly. So we're looking at P. If it's not P, so it's the opposite. So if it's true, it must be false. If it's false, it must be true. It must be true. Here we go with Q. If it's true for Q, if it's not Q, it must be false. If it's false, it must be true. If it's true, it must be false and true. Alright, so here we have not Q and P. So we're looking at not Q, so this option, and P. So we're breaking it into its little parts, and then we'll put it together at the end, because as one statement, it looks like a lot. It's important to break it into its different parts. So not Q and P. So not Q and P. Well, is it both? No, so that's false. Is it both? Yes, so that's true. Is it both? Well, they're both false, so that must be false. One's false and one's true. We're looking for and, so that must be false as well. The next column we're looking at this part here, so Q or not P. So we're looking at, I'll do this in a different colour, Q or not P. So comparing the two next to each other. So is it true or false? Well, that is true. Is it false and false? Is it true and true? And false and true must be true. And now we're putting them all together. So we're saying that it is this column and this column. So is it this one and this one? No, it's not both, so that's false. It's not both, so it's false. False and true, it's not both, so it's false. False and true, it's not both, so it's false. So we've shown that it's a logical contradiction by ending up with a whole column with false, which means it's a contradiction. Conversely, if we showed an example that that column was all true, it would be a tautology.